Oh, no, it worked. Okay. Hello, YouTube! Welcome back to the show. My name is Kieran, aka AciaranB, and today we are playing some more Call of Cthulhu. So when we last left off, we arrived in Darkwater, and we met some of the locals, and also we ran into some peculiarities regarding dates and people that shouldn't be accurate, that appears to be inaccurate with what we know. For example, the pub is named the what's it called? The bar is named what's it called? No, Darkwater places. The Stranded Whale. That's it. It's named the Stranded Whale, and yet it is actually older than the said whale that it is supposed to be memorializing. We also have this statue of Saint Brendan, which is interesting that that's been defaced. Might be some negative religious stuff going on. And we met Kat as well, who kicked us in the yeah. So she's a pleasant individual. I do wish I hadn't made that deal with her now. Hey. Hey, Firewall. Yeah, no, I played 3 games at a time. Well, that's the idea. I'm playing Call of Cthulhu, Danganronpa, and also XCOM 2. When was this game released? 2018, if I remember rightly. So it's actually a little bit older than I thought it was. I thought it was only released this year or maybe last. But yeah. So that is about that. What's this? Bottle of liquor. Oh yeah, I just happened to find a bottle of liquor. Great. Glad to have it. I need one for this. So, something about investigation mode or something? That's multitasking gamer skills. Oh, that's what I need to do. I have no idea what that did, but that's what I needed to do. Okay, well these are now highlighted. Multitasking gamer skills. I tried it. Medicine. What have we got here?
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this?
Well that would be a famous art collector as well as a... What was the other guy's name? No, what was his job? Yeah, he was a ship owner. Yeah, these guys were rich, dude. What are you on about?
It smells as bad as it looks.
Yeah, that looks absolutely disgusting. Eesh. Okay.
Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
Yeah. Le Petit Parisien.
Le Petit Parisian. I might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins.
Yeah, Lovecraft doesn't... See, the reason I decided to play this game as opposed to another is that this game has a kind of an eerie, creepy feeling, you know, and Lovecraft is great at that, but not very many games go for that. They prefer the whole horror and jump scares and screams and stuff like that, and I hate that. It bores the hell out of me. If you've seen one jump scare, you've seen them all. So this actually, those kind of creepy games lend themselves really well to me and really well to Lovecraft, but nobody's really interested in them for a while, which is very strange. Occultism.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Ah. To leave a reconstruction scene, hold that. Well, there's other stuff to rub my nose against, so give me a sec.
What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
What is that? Wait, Charles and Sarah Hawkins. Is this where the kids slept or something? Oh. You just appeared as well. That's a little odd. Okay. So there was actually people living here. Forget about the people who owned the place. Okay, and
what happened here?
Punched the mirror and then bandaged himself up again? Okay, that's a little strange as well. Okay, so it said leave the reconstruction scene when I licked the painting. And it says in the bottom left that I've gotten all the clues, so let me see. Hawkins warehouse. No, nothing special about the painting, although it is kind of creepy. What's that, like a barnacle on the side of his head? Is he like a Davy Jones's dude? From Pirates of the Caribbean? Okay. I think that's pretty much everything. Where's the hatch? There should be a hatch coming straight into here. Somewhere. That's the other route that I could have gone if I didn't make the deal with Cat, which, in hindsight, I wish I hadn't. I wonder where it goes to. Maybe it's this bit. Maybe you could move that back or something. Okay.
Someone has settled in here.
Ooh.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there?
Hello.
You! Don't move!
How's it going?
You again. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
You did. The best Lovecraft game, Dark Souls with guns, Bloodborne. The funny thing. Those types of games. Well, I don't actually like those types of games, but I prefer them over the jump scary stuff. But here's the thing, I think you were there in the live stream where another viewer, who I haven't actually seen since, asked if I would play a horror game for Spooktober. So I decided to give this a try. But I was actually originally going to play Dark Souls during this time period. But yeah. I mean, it also makes sense. Play a horror game in October. I told you to stay away from this warehouse. Someone else is interested in Hawkins' case is far from being wound up. Let's team up. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't also gonna happen. Someone else is interested in Hawkins.
Someone has settled in here. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
Ooh.
It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene. Interesting.
So now
I'd like to go
people
and see the mansion now.
are worshipping her
course.
paintings.
You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way.
Ooh, cool. So we are going to team up.
Would you please shut the door?
Bet you a tenner he dies.
Open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again.
Ah, hello, cat.
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Burn.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Yeah.
Is it far?
I'd rather be friends with the cop if you don't mind. What do I plan to play in the future? Well, XCOM 2 and is going to take ages. I don't know how big Danganronpa is, but ooh, that's creepy.
That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
I have played Ace Attorney, yes. I played the first 3 Ace Attorney games. Would I play them? I don't know. There's the ones that aren't Phoenix Wright. I've never touched, never seen. I might give them a go, maybe. I don't know how. I don't know what. If they're even on PC or anything. So, Garden of the Hawkins mansion. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place thought to be abandoned revealed some surprises. Signs of recent occupation as well as a partly charred painting. Interrupted in searching by Officer Bradley. Okay. Yeah, I'm also going to continue with Danganronpa. Gonna finish that. I'm actually really enjoying that. And as for this, I don't know. If people are interested in it, then I'll keep going with it. If they're not, then I might switch it up for Dark Souls. Or another horror game that I was thinking of playing was Vampire. I think that came out last year. It was actually a toss-up between this and Vampire, and I chose this. So maybe I'll give that a try instead, or Dark Souls, I don't know. I've never played Dark Souls, or any Dark Souls like either. So, yeah, I'm not a massive fan of ramming my head against a brick wall, hoping for the wall to crumble, you know?
Well, here we are.
But,
Hawkins
I don't know,
match.
it could be entertaining, I guess. Seeing me suffer. Game is cool, though. Maybe I'll play this on my
The
own time.
place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Oh, yes. That guy apparently went a little bit cuckoo, if I remember rightly. Anything I should be wary of? You're not the first to talk about Winchester. He is not. I thought the mansion burnt in a fire. You're not the first to talk
Your
about
partner,
Winchester.
Andrews warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
Yeah.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
I definitely want to ask you more stuff. You heard Lovecraftian horror is difficult to adapt to visual media. I think... Here's the thing about horror. The scariest thing in horror is not knowing what the enemy is. The moment that you see an enemy, all fear of that enemy goes away because you see it, you understand it, and you know it. That's what made what's it called? Slender Man blow up. It's because you couldn't look at it. That was the entire point. If you did, then it would be a jump scare and you'd die. So things like that's why I absolutely detest zombies, because they're the most boring things ever. They're just dead bodies that walk around. Wonderful. I've seen it a million times. It's not going to scare me. Lovecraft kind of is a victim to that because you can't see Cthulhu without understanding it. It's just a giant sea monster. So in a visual media where you see Cthulhu and you see all that stuff, then it doesn't really scare you. But reading Lovecraft, and I've never done it, but in my opinion, in my uneducated opinion, reading Lovecraft kind of gets around that, where you never see it. It's just, I don't think he ever describes it either. It's just left up to your imagination how grotesque and how awful and how scary these things are. And you basically only ever see the results of that, or you hear accounts from third-party sources about what it's like. So, yeah, I can see that, but again, I actually like this kind of creepy kind of atmosphere, and yeah, I'm not going to be scared when Cthulhu shows up, but I'm not waiting for it either. I'm just enjoying the atmosphere. This place is falling into... I still don't know what these icons mean. Like, if I do this, is it going to end? It did for the last one. What if I do this? I thought the mansion burned in a fire.
I see no scorched trees or fire.
Oh, that's true, though.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained.
Oh.
Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
That's
They
interesting.
were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
I have other questions. You know the place very well.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
I see. Yeah, that's definitely true, Firewall. Absolutely. This place is falling into ruin. Anything I should be wary of? Anything I should be
I
wary of?
prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Okay.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely.
But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, let's go.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Thanks. You're definitely going to die, though, if you do that. Oof. That's actually a choice, though. Yeah, he's definitely going to die if he comes along. Just...
You stay here and keep an eye on
Yeah,
things.
just stay there.
Okay. But don't get the impression that I'll leave you alone inside the mansion.
Okay, I think that's exactly what you're doing by staying here, but... Hey, it's going to keep you alive, my dude, so... Really cool. So what's down... actually, yeah, what is down this way?
Cheapers.
Huh.
Poe's prophetic raven.
Oh, Nevermore. Nevermore, something like that. Hilltop House. Built in
1693.
1693.
This house is much older than it seems.
Huh. I'm a little bit lost. I don't really want to go to the mansion, but oh, graveyard. Ah, and this would be the family. Oh, I don't like that. There's a ringing in my left ear. Ah, that I don't like. What's up with the broken vases, though? Charles Hawkins. Oh, come on. There you go.
Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
Yeah. Odd.
Poor kid.
Understand this at all. The unknown is awesome. Exactly.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her.
Yeah, you can't make an incomprehensible creature. What you can do, though, is you can take the... You can do what this game is going to do, and you can take the atmosphere around that creature, and you can use that as a substitute. So Cthulhu, when you think of Cthulhu, you probably think of like slime and rot and decay. You think of fish people and stuff like that. So you can take that and you can use that instead as a substitute, and basically leave the monster alone. But doing something like that means that you're not going to be scared of it, because the creature isn't even here. Hell, in Lovecraftian sense, like, the creature doesn't even care that we exist. So it's an interesting quandary. It's a very interesting quandary. But if you want to know my stance on the issue, you should play a game called Murdered Soul Suspect. That is a ridiculously underrated game that is easily in my top 20 games of all time. It's an absolute masterclass in storytelling, and especially in atmosphere. The atmosphere of that game is perfect. This is pretty good, but you can't beat Murder Soul Suspect for atmosphere. It's just incredible. And that game, it's not scary in any way. It doesn't even try to be, which is probably why it's underrated, because people think it's a horror game, and it's not. It's just a creepy game, like this, but without any jump scares. Okay, so this appears to be boarded up, so I don't think I can go in here, huh?
I'll have to find another entrance.
Yeah, just making sure. You could open it inwards, crawl through. Who put the wood up? Was that the caretaker? I guess it is. Oh no, visual glitch, I think.
This entrance is still in use.
Whoa, jeez.
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa.
Okay.
Mr. Winchester, lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
Yeah.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Okay. Don't have to file this place. You're hindering the work of the police. Grab his axe.
You
Let's do
haven't
this.
forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence.
Okay.
No more tragedy.
Correct answer. Wonderful.
It's painful to be the last one left.
That is true.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked. And I make sure it stays that way.
You shouldn't really need this key. Sarah Hawkins was important to you.
You still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here, take the key and do what you have to do.
The
Go on,
terrible old
then.
man. That's
Just to get rid of
the
you.
rude.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Other creatures. Cthulhu is the most popular Lovecraftian creation because he has a known form. Now you see, I haven't actually read any. I haven't actually read any Lovecraftian stuff. The only thing I know about Lovecraft is from Overly Sarcastic Productions. Red, I think. Yeah, Red did a video on some Lovecraft stories, which is a very interesting video. But I don't know them all in detail. I mean, from what I gather, though, he's the only one of the old gods that you really do know what they look like. And why are you here? I thought that. So why didn't you just come up? Oh, never mind. So, from what I can tell, the main enemies in the main monsters in his books, like there's one that's like an invisible creature that grows bigger inside a house and stuff like that, and he's literally invisible. And then there's another one that's like a poisoned well. Like, that's it. It's just a stone that fell into a poisoned well, or that fell into a well and poisoned it and made everything weird. Like, you can't. They're not iconic in any way. They'll never go through it. But I think it's more. I don't think it's Cthulhu's body that makes him popular. I think it's the fact that out of all of the weird stuff that Lovecraft did, he is the only like big bad, you know. Everything else, like the fish people, they're a horde of zombies. Nothing iconic about them. The poisoned well, the invisible monster, you can't. They're never going to be iconic. But Lovecraft as a whole did a lot of stories and stuff like that. So his works are iconic, and then Cthulhu, being the big bad that you actually see, became the face of those works. I don't think it's necessarily because he has a body that makes him better than the old god or anything. It's just that the works are iconic and he's the face. I think that makes sense. I hope.
Yes. Shall we enter?
Yes, let's. But before we do, I'm going to put a cut here in YouTube. Thank you for joining me. Like, subscribe, comment, favorite, all that stuff. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.